And here's the Missy Kittens. Here's little Peepers, temporary nickname for the cat that couldn't figure out what her eye color was for a million years. But now we know she's going to be green. Peepers are green. She's a long hair. She's very pretty. Let's show him your face, baby girl. He's like, I got these sad eyes, but they're really quite beautiful. And I have a great head, and a great muzzle, and a fabulous coat, and dramatic markings, and a perfect little fantail to the left. And now I'm going to have something to eat, just because you want to take pictures of me. I've been supplementing the kittens' wet food with raw meat that I get from Darwin Pets up in Washington, and they just love it. It's been the easiest to wean these kittens of any kittens I've ever had. So, okay, so skulk around the room. Let's just... Oh, you're going to be scaredy cat. She's going to be a scaredy cat. Girls are a little more reserved in bobtails. And this is the beautiful cream and white, long-haired boy with odd eyes that kept sticking his head in the picture in the last video and jumping up for the toy. Let's go on to Gina. He's Ruth's little boy, and he is turning out really nice. If you guys ever want to do something fun, you should take him to a cat show. He would do very well. And they do have a class for neuters and spays in CFA and in TICA. So you got yourself a really nice pet. He's very sweet. And also, you got a show kitty too, whether you wanted one or not. Look at that head. My goodness, you are outstanding. He's got a perfect head, ear set, beautiful expression. He's very interactive. He loves people, and he's got a perfect little pom-pom tail. Look at that. There's a little twist on it, so the hair fans out like a little pom-pom. Yes, the camera is your personal toy. Anyhow, that's Ruth's boy. And he will be going to, I think, Houston. Okay, back up so I can see you, kid. Okay, God, you guys made a mess of the room already. And here we have 4 more kitties. We have Phil over there. Here's the other mom that's kind of being the police cat. I'm done with you. There's no more pictures of you to be taken. Go and eat or something. Okay, back to the group. As you can see, the boys are just a little bit more out there. The girls are a little reserved, and that's really typical for Japanese bobtails. Back here we have Nanaki. He's going to San Francisco Bay Area. What are you doing, you silly goose? Ruth's child is a wild child. And then we have little Yummy Aoiki going to Tina in Denmark. He's getting really nice too. And then we have Phil going to Stacy and Michael in Boston, along with Mushu. Come here. And there's little Kiyomi. She's going to Rosemary. Oh, Ruth's child is a wild child. He doesn't have a name yet. She's going to wait till she gets him to name him. But for now, I'm going to call him the wild child. Oh, you guys, will you stop it? You're hurting me. You guys need your nails clipped. He is just... Okay, get with the group and act like a good brother. And I'll take some pictures of little Peepers by herself, since she's choosing to eat now instead of interact. Anyhow, I'll show you Kiddlyn up close. She's really turned out nice. She's got a wonderful coat, beautiful blue eyes, really sweet expression. She's got a perfect little tail. No, 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 no. Don't go hiding in the box. Being a typical girl. She's like, I'm too reserved for this. I have to go and act like I'm shy. She's really not shy. She's pretty much as outgoing as the boys. But in a group, you will notice the girls are a little more reserved. And they're just as sweet and loving and purr babies and play babies, but they're in a raucous group of boys. They will hang back. Ruth the wild child. Okay. So little Yummy. He's a delicious bobtail. He's blue and white with blue eyes, and he's going to Tina. And he's doing great. Got a great head, got a great little tail. And there's Nanaki. He's a really splashy cream and white with blue eyes, beautiful blue eyes. He's also very sweet. He's got a little shaving brush tail. He's got a little Christmas tree. It'll fill out as he gets older. But he's got an outstanding head, really nice expression. He's a beautiful cat. They're all beautiful. I mean, I get the most beautiful kittens out of Missy and Honto. They're always just, I don't know, they just have great heads and really sweet, open expressions. Are you ready to be a kitten, or are you going to act silly? He's like, I'll play, but on my terms. I'm staying away from the wild child because he's quite frightening to me. That's why it's good to show bobtails, especially girls, kittens, as soon as you possibly can. That gets them exposed to other cats, and then they're not afraid. Or sometimes if you wait until they're adults to take them out to shows, they're just afraid. We call it the spoiled pet syndrome. There's all these people and all these cats, and they're just not used to it. And sometimes cats, even with great personalities, don't show well because they were never shown as kittens. So I always recommend to people, if you have any idea that you might want to show your cat, take it out right at 4 months of age to at least one show. 2 shows is better. And once you've done that, you can hold the cat back and not take them out for a year, and they'll be fine. But if they've never ever been to a show and you take them out as an adult, sometimes they never show well. It's just really weird. There she is. Okay, these two are going to fight for the turbo scratcher. Here. Mr. Yummers, you are such a cutie patootie. I'm going to have to name you and try to take you to a show somewhere in the States before I send you off to Tina. And there's the wild child. You guys definitely need your nails clipped. And Nanaki, you are such a handsome boy. Yes, you are. You're so beautiful and you're so sweet. Come on. You got all those spots like a little harlequin clown. You're beautiful. And there's Mom. She's kind of watching. That red girl sometimes takes off after her and chases her away from her own kittens. She's just a little bit of a goofball. Booth's wild child. Okay, come here, bunny. Come here, little girl. It's time to be acting like a kitten and not like a scaredy cat. Yes, you're very sweet. She loves to be petted. She says, I just don't compete with these big boys. They're just too intense, and I'm a princess. I'm a little princess. She's really pretty, and she's really sweet. And with long hairs like this, if you ever want to bathe them, it's very simple. You can just use something very mild, the thing that works best, believe it or not, is ivory dishwashing liquid. And I just wash them, lather them up, rinse them really well, and then I blow dry them. You do have to blow dry them because you have to make sure that the hair is fluffed or combed while they're drying so that it doesn't look scraggly. Sometimes it'll curl if you just let them air dry, and they'll look really scrappy. So you want to just blow dry them. Don't use any conditioner. Japanese hair, Bobtail's hair is very porous, and it sucks up the conditioner, and they'll look greasy. So I just use ivory dishwashing liquid. Works really well. It gets the coat and the skin to the normal pH balance. Some people use Dawn. I think that can be a bit drying, but Dawn works well too. And just make sure that when you're blow and dry, keep the dryer far enough away that you don't burn them. Keep moving and keep fluffing the coat so that every hair dries, because like I said, if they air dry, they will look scraggly. Well, there's Nanaki. What do you say, buddy? Come on, look up here. Look up. Oh, you're such a handsome. You're so photogenic. You just tilt your head for the camera. You're such a pretty boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And your little shaving brush tail will fill out, and it'll be cute. It doesn't have a lot of kinking in it. That's just kind of a fault for showing, but the show allows the tail to be at least no more than 3 inches extension from the body, and his tail is well within standard. And as his adult coat comes in, it will fill out and it'll be fluffier. But the thing that makes the pom-pom effect is the kinks in the tail, the bends and the turns. And if you don't have a lot of kinking in your tail, you're going to have what's going to look like a shaving brush kind of tail. Phil has a tail like that too. And they're cute. Just in a show ring, the judges prefer a more kinked tail because when the tail is kinked, the hair fans out better. But, God, these guys are so beautiful. I mean, they have such pretty faces. I don't know, I like a face that I really just love to look at. You know, the tail to me isn't as important. You got the personality and you've got the expression and the look of a bobtail. And if you have no plans or interest in showing, it really doesn't matter. Both Phil and Nanaki are pets first, and then maybe be shown. They could be shown and they wouldn't be disqualified, but they may not do as well in the show ring as a cat with a tightly kinked tail. Like this is a more perfect show tail. It's kinked, and so it kind of makes a little pom-pom. When you have a tail like Peeper's, where you know, it's a hard left fan, and then the fur will fill out and it'll just look like a pom-pom. That's always preferable. If you have a really short tail like Yummy here, so that as the adult coat comes in, it'll fill out, but it looks more like a pom-pom. That's what the judges prefer. So we do get tails that we call them shaving brushes or Christmas tree tails, where there's not a lot of kinking, or maybe there's a little tiny kinking back and forth, but it's basically a straight up tail, about, you know, 3/4 of an inch to an inch long, and that's perfectly within standard. And that's the kind of tails that we get sometimes. And that's why these cats are pets and not top show cats, because, you know, in the two cases, which is Phil and Nanaki, they don't have as good of tails for showing as I would like. They're not disqualified from showing, or they wouldn't do poorly in showing, but I'm just saying in terms of top show cats, those are the ones with the perfect little kinked short pom-pom tails. Like this guy, he would be show quality, and Has a perfect tail. Phil is very sweet, and he's very flashy with all these spots on him. Look at those spots. And he can wag his tail, so it's very cute. I mean, he can spin it, he can wag it, he can twirl it around. So it's kind of neat in a way. The guys with the real short kink tails usually don't have any tail motion. Okay. So who do we need to see more of? I think we need to see more of Kiyomi and Peepers. Peepers is now hanging out with Mom under the shelf here. Let me get this little girl. Come here, you little monkey. Hey. Hey. Come on. We're going to be up here. You're going to be on show. We're going to show you off because you're going to be a show kitty. So you need to get used to being stood up and handled and have your head looked at and your profile looked at and stretched out so we can see your beautiful long body. You got to get used to this because your parents are going to be showing you in Portland. As a matter of fact, I'm going to your first show, so I'll be there to cheer you on. She is adorable. I tell you, in all the years I've been breeding, I can count on one hand the number of times I've gotten kittens with such dramatic markings in the form of a Mike and a Dilute as well. So this girl's really special, and thought a long time about keeping her, but I found a home where she's going to be shown and be bred, so I get to enjoy the fact that those lines will go on and that she might become a grand champion. And she's going to be a cherished pet, so that's about the best you can do. And Phil is also very splashy. I love when I get these kittens that have got this clear, distinct splotches of color separated by white. It's just so dramatic, you know? Look at you. And he's going to have the most beautiful green eyes. Oh my God, they are just beautiful green. Okay, so where's Kiyomi? There she is. You're hanging out with Mom under the shelf too. Oh, silly girl. Okay, let me get you. No, that's Phil. Okay. This tree is great. They love to hang out in the tree, but it's also a place so they can hide when they don't want me bothering them. Where's your girl? Where's little Kiyomi at? She's hiding really good. Okay, let me just get them all out here again. The wild child. Look at you. Here's something else. Okay, and oh, maybe she's in a litter pan. Is that her right here scratching? No. Where'd she go? Come here. Right there she is. She was in the litter pan. And I'm thinking you're being a bad girl and you're being a good girl. She is gorgeous. She is beautiful, beautiful. Dilute Mike, long hair, blue-eyed. She was wanted from birth by a lot of people. The next person on my list was Rosemary, and I'm going to meet her in Colorado Springs to deliver her baby on the 25th. That's kind of exciting. She has also a wonderful little left hook fantail. When the hair fills out, it's going to just be a perfect little palm. And you're so beautiful. You were playing before with the boys. Now you're imitating your sister. What do you got in your fur? Got a piece of litter in your fur. What am I going to do with you? Anyhow, the long hairs are just as low maintenance as the short hairs, relatively non or low shedding They have a silky coat with no undercoat. And the nice thing about that is it requires no special maintenance. Doesn't mat. Doesn't have to worry about regular combing or brushing. They stay really nice. The only thing is if they get wet, it's best to blow dry them, because if they air dry, look at this person who just grabbed me by the stomach and jumped in my lap. I'm standing and the wild child just jumped at my belly. The thing about long-hair bobtails is if they ever get wet, you just have to blow dry them. Comb every hair, keep combing them until they're dry, because if you just let them air dry, they look really scraggly and curly. And but if you blow dry them, they have just a silky coat that lies tight to their body. These kittens look fluffy because it's kitten coat. And come here, Kiyomi. Oh, Monica's coming. And there you are. Okay. Your mom is going to the bathroom. Leave her alone. There's Nanaki. You're such a cutie patootie. God, I don't know how you guys get stuff on the walls, but this room really needs a good repainting or recleaning here. How do you get food on the walls? I don't know. Well, geez, you're gonna hurt yourself, wild child. Okay. Anyhow, these are the kids. I hope I've given everybody as much equal time as I could. This might be the last video before you get them. I'll try to take another one, but they're not going to change too much. Yes, you're very handsome. You've got a mom who's dying to get her hands on you and just cuddle you to pieces. And you're a present. You're a present from one sister to another. That's pretty amazing. Wish my sister bought me such nice presents. Okay, and then one more of Phil and Yummy, the Yummy bunny. Gosh, she's got a beautiful head, beautiful blue eyes, and Phil is a sweetheart. He is a total easygoing love bug. He'll make a great pair with Mushu. And there's the mother of the red and white. She's a little bit, I would say, she's not shy. She's a little overly protective. She's out of imports, and she's not the friendliest cat in the world, but she makes really great babies. So she's 8 years old. She had a litter of 4 last time. She's a really excellent mother. But she kind of beats up on Missy. She wants to have all the kittens now to herself. Look up here, sweetheart. I'm going to be looking for a home for her when she has her next litter, to place her with one of her kids, because she's getting to an age where I can't use her for breeding for very much longer. I'm surprised I've used her for breeding this long. The years kind of crept up on me. Okay, Phil, are you almost ready? He's like, I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready to go to Boston. I hear the seafood there is really good. Maybe you won't get any, but it's really good. Okay, that's 24 minutes. Wow. God, I do go on, don't I? But I love my kitties. And they've all been really good. This litter's been really hardy, really healthy, no problems, knock on wood yet, no upper respiratory, nothing. So keeping my fingers crossed that things will keep going that way. And they're scheduled to be spayed and neutered on the 17th. Yep, that's it. Say goodbye, class. You've done an excellent job being policewoman here. And the wild child is still bugging me in the back. Okay, I know. You're going to go to somebody's going to love you to pieces in a little while. Okay, that's it. Another bad video for me, but at least it gets you to see your kids. and know they'll be coming to you soon. Bye.